From New York, where in a few short weeks, I'll be sleeping in the yard again. A man who is still writing 1956 on his checks, David.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, hey. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hold it. Wait a minute. You're behaving like you're from Norway, for gosh sake. Yeah, we have a lovely guest all the way from Norway,
yes,
in the town of Volda. Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dave. I'm the host. Thanks for choosing us for your home entertainment this evening. You know, I almost got into a fight this morning, and Paul, this was my New Year's resolution, to avoid fights.
I know.
Almost happened again this morning. My heating repairman comes. Now, he's supposed to be downstairs repairing the furnace. So about 8:45, I catch him upstairs in the powder room stealing soap balls. What? I thought this was kind of nice. President Reagan called the Ayatollah today to remind him that he only has one more day to order more weapons. So I wanted to start taking care of that. You know, I'm very excited because in addition to having a lovely lineup of guests on the program tonight, oh, how do you do, ma'am? Nice to see you. Yeah. Woo. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you can, get your own talk show. Because at the beginning, if you do this, if you come out and say hello to the folks, sometimes the view is mesmerizing. How do you do? All right, that's enough. Anyway, in addition to having wonderful guests on the program tonight, we're going to explore the exciting world of weather. You know, I was a weatherman for a while.
We are aware
back
of that,
in Indianapolis.
sir, yes.
And tonight we're going to, they have a vast weather center right here at 30 Rockefeller Plaza, and they can forecast weather from all over the world and probably get local conditions. Ma'am, seriously, what's the name of the town in Norway? Volda. Yeah. Spell it for me.
M-O-L-D-E.
Oh, so it's M-O-L-D-E, Molda? All right. Is it a large town?
Not by American standards.
Uh-huh. And by God, those are the best standards, aren't they? I don't know. The hell was that? All right, I tell you what we're going to do. What is your name, ma'am?
Downhill.
Okay, Debbie. Now listen. Here's what we'll do. We'll try our best because we have access to the weather center here at 30 Rockefeller Plaza, and we'll see if we can't find out local conditions in the town of Molda. All right? I don't know what anything means anymore. Some sad news from the world of show business today. Apparently, this could be the end of the Dancing Raisins. Yep. Apparently, one of them is dating Yoko Ono. So we don't know. Kind of thing that could. What are we doing out here? Growing orchids? Why is it so damn bright out here all of a sudden? Well, there was kind of a surprise. Thank you. Kind of a surprise last night. I guess you folks might have seen it over on Nightline. Ted Koppel, I thought this was kind of odd, but it happened. He officially announced, Ted Koppel did, his engagement now to Miss Nude Detroit. I don't know. This is a pretty good
Thank you all so very, very, very much.
How did it go last night?
It was, as the poet said, a swinging affair. It really was.
You and the boys, for the last 4 years...
We have been the house band.
Since the inception of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame festivities.
Sir. We have been the house band.
And you guys perform for many of the great and legendary artists in rock and roll music.
Yeah, we play the show as an award.
Yeah.
Yes, we perform, yes, and for. And then we sort of do a big jam at the end with 1 million celebrities on stage.
I heard you were terrific. Did you have a lot of fun?
We had a gas, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was a fabulous event, and I want to say how honored I was to be inducted. I wasn't really inducted. But
now, is there a chance you'll ever be inducted because of your help with the...
I think when I'm 80 years old, they might let me in there.
Let me announce here, is this too early to mention our anniversary program, do you think, Paul?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little early. No. When is it? When
it's
is it?
February 2nd, unless I've been going to the wrong meetings. Is it the 2nd? Thursday the 2nd, 9:30 p.m. Prime time.
Prime time special.
That's right, one of our rare excursions into prime time television. So you know it's going to be good. Stop it. What's the matter with me? I don't know what's wrong. I keep snapping at the audience. Anyway, it'll be Thursday at 9:30 p.m., February 2nd. It's our 12th anniversary. We've been on the air 12...
Now you're lying.
I think we have some kind of applause club in the crowd tonight. They just get together and for no reason they applaud. It's the Bayonne chapter of the International Applauders. Oh, stop it. Hey, I'm coming up there. Since you're in a really good mood, let's go to the Weather Center, huh? The Weather Center is located somewhere. Where is it located? Right here in this building. The official title is the New York City Forecast Center. Are we there yet? Of the U.S. Weather Service. Oh, here it is. It's located on the mezzanine of 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Are we there yet? There we are. There we are right there.
Hello, Dave.
This gentleman is Joe Guarino.
Guarino.
Garwino.
Guarino.
Is that anywhere near Malta in Norway?
It's a bit south.
Joe, how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good, Dave. How are you?
And are you a meteorologist, Joe?
Yes, I am.
And you predict and observe and forecast weather for the entire East Coast and, if you needed to, all over the world, right?
Well, in this office, we just do for northern New Jersey, New York City, Long Island, and southeastern New York.
But favors for friends, too, I would guess, huh?
Yeah, we could do favors.
You know, Joe, I used to do a little bit of television weather, and I knew nothing about it, and I always had one question. What exactly is an occluded front?
An occluded front is when a warm front catches up to and passes... is when a warm front catches up and passes a cold front.
And is that different from a stationary front?
They're very similar. The weather associated with each one is pretty similar.
Okay.
They're different, though.
Do you enjoy your work? So what you're saying then, Joe, they are similar, but yet somehow different.
Yes.
Do you enjoy your work, Joe?
Yeah, it's a good job.
Okay, I tell you what, a little bit later on, we need to know if you can find out for us conditions in Norway, in any town in Norway will do.
We'll try to
like
come
there's
close.
a difference from town to town in Norway. But in the meantime, tell us exactly what the current conditions are here in Manhattan.
Okay, in Central Park, the temperature is 43 degrees. Dew point 23 degrees.
All right, what is the dew point? What does that mean?
The dew point is the temperature at which the air would be saturated, meaning 100% humidity.
And we're not close to that at all, are we?
No, not we're 43.
Okay.
When you reach your dew point, that's at the time when, for example, in the morning when you see dew on your car, that means the surface of your car reached the dew point and the water condenses on it.
And that's where that meter is connected to somebody's car somewhere?
No, it's Central Park also.
All right, and if you just step up on the next one and tell us how much you weigh, Joe, that'll be the end of it.
Okay, the winds are from the west-northwest at approximately 7 or 8 knots.
Right.
And the barometer is 1014.6 millibars.
What is the barometer?
1014.6 millibars.
Now, is that going up or going down, or can you tell us from that?
Currently, it's going up.
Going up, so that means we have fair weather ahead.
Tonight should be all right. Tomorrow we have a chance of some showers or snow showers or flurries.
Oh, okay, like I said, we had some snow showers. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, Joe, you stand by, and you're going to keep us company here for a while, and if we have any weather questions, we'll forward them to you. And later, I want to know about the wind chill factor, okay?
Okay, Dave.
Okay, we'll be back with you, Joe. See, Paul, weather's fun. Let's see here. We have do we have time for Al Marr's Box of Thrills? Do you have one tonight, Al?
We got one tonight, Dave.
All right, Al's been doing this for a couple of weeks. He loads up this coffin-like container above me, and each night it's a surprise, and it's usually fun, right, Al?
It's fun for us. I don't know for you.
Okay. Any words of warning before you trip it?
Yeah, tonight I think you better have a little protection.
A little protection?
Very little, minuscule, but you'll need some.
What is the dew point exactly, Al? Should I cover up? Is that it?
I think you better cover up. Put
With
your
my
jacket
jacket
up or something, yeah.
Pigeons. He probably has pigeons in there. Stop it. All right. So I just hide under here like this?
No, just cover your head.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Just like this?
All right.
All right, hit it. Do it.
Oh,
Get it over
good.
with. Thanks, Al. Oh, geez. And they're not all empty, are they?
No, they're not.
Oh, God. What are we doing? Oh, okay, we have a commercial. We got a great show. Put that in slow motion. Can we look at Al Marr's Box of Thrills in slow motion? Oh, this would be exciting. Here it is. Several tons of cans, ladies and gentlemen, about to cascade down on that huddled mass. If that isn't enough to keep you glued to your seat, in a few moments, we're going to find out the weather conditions in Norway. Now, let's, before we bring up Mr. Short, let's do our top 10 list. Tonight's category, top 10 things overheard at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony last night. Paul was there. He was the band with the boys. Top 10 things overheard at that function last night. At the Waldorf.
Yes, not at the actual Hall of Fame itself, because it doesn't exist
yet. At the ceremony last night.
At the ceremony last evening.
Number 10. Pleased to meet you, Bo. Is this Mrs. Diddley? Number 9. How was the food at the Betty Ford Center? Number 8. How come nobody's sitting with Albert Goldman? Number 7. The Archies haven't been the same since Jughead died. Number 6. David Crosby wants to know if you're going to finish your dessert. Number 5. I'm sorry, Mr. Yastrzemski, but you're at the wrong banquet. Oh, that's too bad. Number 4, Keith is such a healthy, pale blue color. Number 3, sure, the pay is good, but working with Letterman every night really sucks. Number 2, could you please lift your head out of my salad? And number 1, may I see some ID, Mr. Presley? Here we go. What did you say?
It's nice to be home.
It is nice to be home. Happy New Year.
You make me feel brand new. I didn't know which line I was going to. Happy New Year to you. You look better than you've ever looked in your life.
Oh, no, you're just making that up, aren't you?
No,
yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
Now, I mentioned this before, and I'll just say it again. I think that this little kiddie show you got on Saturday morning is very, very funny. Very entertaining.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
That's kind of exciting to do, I must say. It's great to do a show that no one bothers you. Because it's just Saturday morning. We have that unusual cast. Jonathan Winters and Joe Flaherty, Andrea and Catherine, and Dave, and Chris Guest did a show. And then Ed is different in this show. You know, I mean, he does different things. He sings occasionally in this show, like Bobby Short.
Yeah.
You know. Don't know why for no reason.
Do you, and if this is a sensitive area, forgive me, but do you get the feeling maybe Ed is better as an animated little fellow? I mean, it seems, you know what, it seems to be a perfect match there.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you watch the show. I obviously, you're getting up very early. Now,
it's on, I think, at 11:30 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get up each Saturday and watch it?
I'm usually just getting in at 11:30,
Yeah,
so
right.
I've seen several of them, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever get dressed up as Ed, or is it just... It's like, let's see those teeth.
You know I have.
Have you ever done Ed?
And is this part of the contest?
Yeah. Well, that's what I... See?
There is an Ed Grimley look-alike contest.
There is an Ed Grimley look-alike contest on February 1st, and the winner gets to have lunch with me. Or my agent Buddy. I'm not sure which.
Buddy.
But one of us are going to... No, it's going to be me.
Buddy.
This is a little child. There are two groups, you see. Under 13 and over 13.
Right. And what are we looking at there? About 14, 15?
14, 15 years of age.
And who's judging these entries?
Well, you know, we've got people. This is... I don't have my list on
See,
me.
this is very cute.
Yeah. This is Ronald Reagan's... doesn't this kid look like Ronald Reagan a little bit? Check this. It's kind of where Ron's going.
And this is also, I guess, sort of cute.
Yes, it's definitely...
But this next one, oh, no. Well, no, I'll reserve comment. Here we have... Now, this is a woman, isn't it?
This is a woman who probably has stayed in a lot of Saturdays in her day. I kid. This is interesting. This is a gun here. I don't quite know.
Oh, my God.
Ma Grimley.
I think I read about this in the Post a couple of weeks ago. Something about a freeway sniping. Now,
Wow.
And finally, here we have, this looks like a relative of mine.
There's no age limit, you see.
Yeah.
And... See, you go closer. Can you see?
Yeah, there he's got it right up there, yeah. But see, I think that this accurately demonstrates the appeal of the character to the very young, to the a little older.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm glad,
anyway, I
I'm
get
glad.
a kick out of the show, and I hope the contest is a, I don't know, big success. You want it to be a big success?
I would like it to be a big success. It's nice that people are liking the show.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
All right, we'll find out what the weather is right up there.
Okay.
We'll do that in a
Can I
minute.
predict?
Sure.
Snow flurries, 38.
Snow? Flurries?
Yeah.
38. All right, we'll find out about that. Then we'll talk about anything else you want to. We'll do a commercial, and we'll be right back. Go up to the Weather Center for just a second, and we'll see if they have your forecast or the conditions for Norway. Joe, are you there?
Yeah, here I am.
Have you heard any of this?
Yeah, we looked up the call-ups over here.
Uh-huh.
And we have Oslo, that's close enough.
Oslo.
Oslo, Norway.
All right. And what is the forecast?
At 1 p.m. it was 41 degrees and cloudy.
Uh-huh. Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius?
That's Fahrenheit. We also have Celsius, 5 Celsius.
Which do you prefer, Joe?
I prefer Fahrenheit, Dave.
Yeah, I think I do as well. Okay, and the outlook for Oslo?
We don't have that.
Okay. How about Hamilton, Ontario?
We have that on the other screen
All right,
over
let's
here.
hear that, Joe.
Okay.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had to provide some sort of service like this on the television where you could find out what the weather is on a regular basis.
Basis would be marvelous.
Okay.
Like having Sally Kellerman.
Hamilton, Ontario, it's partly cloudy. The temperature, that's 1 Celsius, I believe.
Yes, and what is 1 Celsius, Phil?
That would be 33 degrees Fahrenheit,
33. Very close. Very close. We said
Show
38.
me, do me.
Yeah. And what about snow flurries?
We don't see snow flurries. It's partly cloudy.
Well, you know, you could have played along, Joe, to make
I'm
everybody
sorry,
happy.
Dave.
All right, Joe, we'll be back to you.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Anything exciting coming up there?
Coming up here, I'm gonna find out we're gonna have for dinner later.
You don't see any Libyan MiGs on the radar, do you?
No, not
All
nothing
right,
like
Joe.
that.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you in a minute. Joe. How was your vacation?
We just went to Sun Valley.
Sun Valley. Now, who did you go with? Because somebody else was here not long ago saying they had been, and I get the feeling you were all there together.
No, we were there just, I was with my wife and children. But then Chris Guest and his wife Jamie have a house there.
Mm-hmm.
So we were visiting them while we weren't staying with them. And then I went skiing. A foolish thing to do is skiing is to deny the truth, I found out, because Chris said, you know, do you want to go skiing? And I said, sure. And I hadn't skied for a while. since '67.
Right.
And I didn't tell him that. So so we went up to the top of Mount Baldy. Before I was very kind of nervous, and I saw this mountain, and I said, so I was renting skis, and I said to the guy behind I said, does anyone get hurt? And he said, oh, I've had 2 friends who got super munched just 2 days ago. Yeah? So I decided to take a lesson.
No, wait a minute.
What?
The guy was like a skiing choreographer, or...
Yes, absolutely. He had a very nice lifestyle up there. Don't knock it, Dave.
No, I wouldn't, no. Absolutely.
So then... So then I thought, so I took a quick lesson from this kind of Liza Minnelli-like instructor. It's true. It's true. Just on the ground. She didn't look like Liza, but she had Liza's bubbly enthusiasm.
Right.
She kept saying, you're terrific. She could do this is terrific. You know that Liza thing that you... Yeah. So then... So we went up the hill. With Chris, and then we got to the top, and then it was just like a bad "Here's Lucy." You know, I mean, right off the ski, it was like, Gary, my skis have crossed now. Hey, and I just kept falling. I could not move 1 inch without falling, rolling, unbelievably. And then Chris taught me this thing which I didn't know, that you can, just kind of ski to the side, and then you put your leg like that, and you go, why no? And you go like that, and why that? And you keep doing that back and forth. So, normally it would take you 7 minutes to get down the hill. It took me an hour and a half. And finally, the weakest point was the last stretch was right down like that, and Chris said, you were going to kill yourself, so I had to. It was my first time in Sun Valley, get on his back. And he had to ski me down, you know. And then Mariel Hemingway is there, and hi, it's Marty Short, I must say, and I'm wearing a bad kind of woolen tunic.
You really can get awfully hurt doing that if you don't know what you're doing.
No, it's stupid.
Yeah. What was the elevation of Mount Baldy? Was it really Mount Baldy?
Yeah. Mount Baldy, I don't know, 6,000 feet.
Yeah. So you had no business being up there, really.
No, it was a stupid, and I looked bad too. See, that's what bothered me. I was wearing a wool hat that had gotten wet.
Yeah.
And generally, throughout my stay in Sun Valley, when I would go to the bathroom and come out, if a guy was walking in, he'd look at me, then he'd look up to see if he had the right room, then he'd look down and go,
Oh, my.
So there's a bit of a gal's look.
Yeah. Let's talk about the film.
3 Fugitives.
3 Fugitives. You, Nick Nolte.
Sarah Doroff. Well, you're wondering how we got her. Yeah. It's January 27th. No, she's a little 6-year-old babe. She's a 6-year-old little girl.
Oh, she's the little girl in the ads.
Yes, she's
a delightful newcomer.
Yeah, she's fabulous in this film. Nick is great. Nick is the boy. On my Grimley show, I have a rat named Sheldon, so I do Nick's voice. But he's phenomenal in the show.
Is he fun to work with, tough to work with, trouble?
No. He's great. I mean, it's a very physical film, and people have seen it. They keep asking me if I've ever got hurt throughout it, which I never did. I got hurt once in my life, in my career, doing a piece for SCTV called Lewis Sings Dylan. It was Jerry Lewis. Lewis Sings Dylan. It was Jerry Lewis Sings Bob Dylan. It was an album, and it was supposed to be a commercial, and I was like an 8-foot podium, and on the top going, there was a big wind machine, and I'm supposed to be saying, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wah! And what happens at that point is that there are little threads and Velcro, and these little people off camera were to pull the
clothing off.
Velcro didn't give.
So you went
flying.
Bingo. Let me, are we going to look at the clip here or not?
Yeah, this is when,
Higher powers say no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Huh? What? God. Jeez, I don't believe it. Boy. Anybody here interested in producing? See me after the show. Well, what do? We do a, do a station break. Well, we'll do a station break and figure this out, all right?
Well, she would pick up, I teach her with a Barbie doll, she picks it up, she looks at it and goes, oh, baby. Now, this is preparing her.
How old is the little girl?
5.
5. Yeah, the county may take her away from you.
Well, they have no proof.
I hope you have a great year. We're doing a commercial now. Yeah. Right. When do we do this exactly?
What is that?
This would be telling the folks who's left on the show and who'll be coming on
The
tomorrow.
next segment.
In a few minutes?
You could tell them now.
Or now. Someone's directing the show with a magic 8-ball tonight, I think. Come.
The thrills and spills of your free video, you won't miss out on the exciting 25th anniversary edition of the famous swimsuit issue, featuring a bright and sunny look at the smiles and suits of the past 25 years.
To television. Most people look at a woodchuck and see a perky woodland creature. My next guest looks at them and sees dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the author of this book right here. It's entitled The Wild Food Cookbook, Dr. Francis Hammerstrom. Francis? Welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you here. Happy New Year. Did you start eating unusual or wild food as a youngster?
I sometimes did a little in secret. My parents didn't approve of that sort of thing.
Why were you inclined to eat odd things as a kid?
Well, it wasn't a perversion or anything like that. It was an interest in the outdoors. And I tried dandelions, cooking in the pot behind the stables. And my family didn't catch me at that.
Yeah. What would they have done had they caught you cooking dandelions?
They would
Reform
have,
school, probably, huh?
well, actually, they would have sent me to bed without supper, and I would have been in disgrace for fully a week.
Yeah.
And I'd have had to have extra lessons in French, German, dancing, lace making, horseback riding, and skiing.
So this is a strict, but yes, yet not a deprived childhood.
Quite so.
Okay. I'm going to turn this over to you, Francis, and you do whatever you want to do, and I'll just stand here and do what a talk show host is supposed to do. Although tonight I don't really know what that means.
Well, the first thing I would like to do is to have you taste my mushroom pie.
All right. Now, let me just tell you something about mushrooms. About once a month, there's an article in the newspaper where somebody has come across a mushroom and has eaten it, and then later they go into a coma. And it's usually, they've gotten some mushroom called like Angel's Cap or Death Cup or something like that. And it's pretty much...
May I interrupt?
Sure.
This is called honeycap.
Honeycap.
That's its real name.
All right.
Yes.
And you can swear to me, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know the difference between the honeycap and the other kind.
Oh, yes, indeed. In fact, I actually eat 45 different species of wild mushrooms.
All right, I'll try a little of it then.
This is finger food. And so, there you are.
Whose fingers are we talking about? All right. Oh, it's still a piping hot, and this is perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe. Yes.
All right. Well, so far it tastes very, very good.
I just wanted to ask you a question.
No, it tastes great, as a matter of fact.
That shortening, you liked that, didn't you? It's very light, isn't it?
It just seems to be light, yes.
Well, it wasn't made from pig fat like other lard.
What was it made from?
Black bear.
Bear fat.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I tasted a little bear in there.
Are you all right?
Ooh, so, now I got a mouthful of bear fat and possibly a deadly mushroom. What is it? Francis, we only have a minute. Unless you have a clip, then we'll bring you around the next segment.
I would like to mention my book.
That was delicious, by the way, but I'm not crazy about the idea of bear fat.
Well, it's too late. You've eaten it.
Yeah, I guess so. What else? Did you bring a little, is that a pigeon down there I see?
Yes, hoop one is one of the things I love to make. And we... I
should have kept my big mouth shut. We could have had some of this over here. Maybe.
I have to take feathers.
I don't think so. I don't know.
the skin is weak. And see, I pluck it so carefully.
I tell you what, this is, geez, I'd love to go on doing this all night, but I think we have to break away now. We have to do a commercial, and then, that's good. Put that back. But normally that cooks up to a lovely...
Let me show you.
Oh, God.
After I've worked with it for a few moments,
that's
it
what,
looks
so
like
it's just like a tiny little chicken, isn't it?
Why, it's like a Cornish game hen,
Yeah,
but much more expensive.
Much more expensive and tastier, maybe.
Oh, I should say so.
Okay, all right. Now, we're going to have to ask you to come back at another time when we have a little more time. Is that all right?
That's quite all right.
All right.
Are you going to mention my book?
No, oh, yes, we are. We'll mention your book. Here's the book right here. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Why don't you stay here? We'll be right back. What a night, what a night, gosh almighty, what a night. Our next guest is a talented comedian who has existed solely in the last several years on nothing but a diet of yard mice. He will be performing this weekend with K.T. Oslin at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Rich Scheidner.
Thank you. Yeah, played the lottery today. I went in and bought a lottery ticket. I do it whatever state I go into, I play. You know. So I asked the clerk how much the lottery pool. She's about like $8 million. It's amazing that when the pool gets up to like $40, $50 million, people are jammed in there fighting to buy those last tickets, elbowing each other, can't buy a ticket. And where are these people the rest of the time? They go up to the clerk, what's the lottery pool? $8 million? Nah, that's not worth a buck. Give me a Slurpee instead. Oh, that baby's $50 million, that's some real money there, but $8 million, that's chump change. So I waste money all over the place. I'm so addicted to technology, man. It's like every little thing that comes out, I gotta get it. Like, I can't just get a regular telephone, I've got to get one with call waiting. So what happens with call waiting? I'm talking on the phone to somebody, I hear beep. I'll put the one person on hold, tell the other person I can't talk to them anymore. I pay $8 a month for this. I used to have a busy signal and did the job for free. Money, just money right out the door, that money. Everything I have like a phone machine. You know, everybody I know has a telephone machine. Sometimes I don't want to, talk to them. I just want to leave a message on the machine. If they pick up the phone, I hang up. Damn. I didn't have time to commit to a real conversation. I just want them to owe me a phone call, that's all. It's like, I'm surprised I haven't been suckered into buying that clap-on, clap-off thing. This poor man's remote control. Now, you know this piece of junk's only gonna work 1 or 2 times, tops. After that, the woman's going, come on! The TV's getting louder and louder. Come on! Garage doors banging up and down. House lights blinking on and off. Look like poltergeist attacked the place. Come on! It's shopping. I don't know any shop. I went shopping right after Christmas, that bargain hunting thing. I went with my girlfriend, her mother, and her wife. Or whatever. I don't know, whatever said there. Girlfriend, mother, wife. There were 3 women and me. That's all I know. Trust me on that one. But it's amazing because they shopped all day long. They didn't buy a thing. Didn't buy a thing. I was like, why didn't you get anything? They're like, there were no bargains. This is so alien the way a guy shops. Here's how a guy shops. He's standing outside, goes, I'm cold. Walks in the store, buys a coat, walks out, I'm not cold anymore. The shopping day is over, In all these big department stores, they know who has the power. They know who does the buying. Because at the beginning, in the entrance to every one of these stores, the entrance has like the women's department or the makeup department. They don't have the sporting goods store there. They know the guys will get dragged in there by the women. They'll get bored, wander around, they'll all end up in the sporting goods section anyway, Oh, that's a good fly rod here, boy. This is a good shotgun. If I get a good shotgun fly rod combination, that'd be best thing. In those makeup departments, they don't let the women just like cruise right through them. They have all the counters. They have them set up like in a maze, like they have to weave their way through, Every one of those clerks are like those trees in The Wizard of Oz. Come on over here, try this, come on over here. Brand new, try it over there, come on over here, come on over here. I was listening to this makeup clerk selling my girlfriend makeup, and then she brought this new mascara on. I had no idea that this stuff was so technical, so scientific. She's laying out a rap. I couldn't believe it. She goes, this new mascara wand, it has crystals in the wand. The crystals act to trap the moisture in your eyelash. It traps it. It's like a conditioner. It makes your eyelash more manageable. It's like a hair conditioner, for your eyelash. You know, my girlfriend used it, and she swears she can see better. You know, if you women want to get this mascara wand, it's great, but I guarantee you're getting into detail work that most guys won't notice. Yeah. I think the first time your man meets you, he's thinking, hey, check out her eyelashes. Soft and silky, just like I like them. She must use that new crystal mascara wand, man. This woman knows what I like. Yeah. See, we guys aren't that deep, women. We guys are not that deep. Toughest question you can ask your man is, what are you feeling right now? You ask me that question, he's just gonna go through a mental checklist. I'm not hungry. I'm not tired. I'm all right. I don't know what it is, man. We guys tend to lose a romance a little faster, you women do. We forget, you know, little romantic things. I don't know why we guys lose romance faster. I think it's because we guys barely have a two-track brain. And once we figure we get the love thing kicked into gear, okay, then we can concentrate on the career or the money again. That's why the woman will go, let's take a nice romantic walk on the beach. All right, but let me get one of these metal detectors so we make some money while we're out there. Yeah. You bet, babe. Here's your shovel. When you hear it beep, you dig away, all right? But you guys know you do things for her to show her you cherish her, that you care for her. Sometimes you don't even understand the value of it other than the fact that she really likes it. Like giving flowers. We guys don't understand that, you know. But it's a biological fact.